All right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jay with my other co-host,
Yes.
and of course the other one,
And Chris.
Chris. All right, here to make an announcement. Since the Ravens beat up Detroit, I've officially bandwagoned on the Ravens. Hey. It was Detroit, but now it's whoever beats the Ravens next, maybe I'll jump on that one.
And that probably won't happen for a while.
Probably won't. I can't see them
Man,
losing
I hope
again.
not, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, if they played like that all season,
Yeah.
it'd be a whole different.
Well,
year.
let's see. Until their bye week, they got Arizona, right? That should be a dub.
Trash.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Then we
Let's
got
hope.
then we got Seattle with Geno Smith. People still believe in that hype. I don't.
I mean, is Seattle doing that bad?
Cardinals, right? They just beat the Cardinals 20-10.
Oh my god, they did. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you beat the Cardinals, you're a legit team.
With Josh Dobbs? That's his name. Joshua Dobbs.
Is that who's there? Is
He has
that
no
who's under
eyebrows.
center right now?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. This is
Yeah.
a fork in that team. Damn.
Yeah, he used to be the Tennessee Vulture. What's Tennessee?
He was a Steeler for a while, dude.
Yeah, but he came from
Josh
Tennessee. Josh Dobbs.
Yeah, he was like Sloth from the Goonies.
Was he? Was he a volunteer? Right.
Yeah.
That's Tennessee's. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, volunteer, yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah. So he was that quarterback for a while, and then after that, we go back and we play Cleveland. With I don't know
Dub.
what's going on
Dub.
with Deshaun Watson. He took the money and he's like, I don't want to play
He's
anymore.
gone, dude. He's like Joe Burrow, dude. He just pieced right out.
No, I think
Yeah, but they still put up like 39 points last week. I mean, they didn't have it. There's nobody was playing defense, but
yeah.
It was like something with Walker.
No, it's a hyphen last name type of cat.
I can't remember.
You
Yeah.
sure
I
the
don't
quarterback
even care.
wasn't the last name Walker? I'm pretty sure it was.
Was it PJ Walker?
Yeah, it was PJ Walker.
Oh, PJ Walker. Hold on. PJ Walker is the truth, man.
Is he?
Yeah, he's really good. He played in the XFL. He used to play he came out of Temple University. Quarterback for Temple University.
Yeah, he's the truth when he's playing for the XFL. Yeah, that
Exactly.
makes sense.
Hold on though. Hold on.
Him and AJ McCarron can just fucking
Guys, you remember
all
when
that
people
money.
were? Yeah. You remember when people were hyped on that guy?
AJ McCarron?
Yeah, people thought, oh man.
I mean, anybody coming out of Alabama, everybody's always freaking.
No, they were hyped on him because his girlfriend was hot. They were
She was
like
super hot.
Exactly. That's really what it was.
No, it was like, what's his name? Andy Dalton went down, and then AJ McCarron, he was a system QB, and everyone was like, whoa, it's like a second coming of Brock Osweiler. Like, holy shit, we have the truth behind the other guy. And people were hyped on him, so he had 1 year as a starter, and God,
Yeah.
never heard of him again.
Yeah, but he's making a career in the XFL, man. He's like I think he's the highest paid player in the XFL.
I'm so happy
he
for him.
really?
Too bad it won't translate to
Yeah.
the NFL.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's making money.
But
He's
hold
making,
on.
like,
But I mean, PJ.
You got to pay for that girlfriend somehow.
Hold on, PJ. That's true, actually.
he's probably gone.
She is probably gone. She probably got with an
She got
NFL
cut. She was
player.
like,
She was like, let me get with this NFL
Yeah, where's
player.
Triple H?
PJ Walker was the best player in the XFL and then went to the NFL.
Oh,
Now he's in the NFL.
I'm
yeah.
happy for him. They put up like what, 40?
He was the MVP in the XFL a couple years ago.
Well, he put up 40 against the Browns. He didn't win against us, but he put up against the Colts. Yeah, he put up like 40 points.
I didn't know he was on the Browns. That's crazy.
That's who was playing for him, dude.
Wow. Anyway, I mean, like once
You were like rambling about Gardner Minshew, and you didn't even know who the Browns.
Yeah, happy-
Gardner Minshew.
I call him
Watching that man.
he's got dude. He's happy feet. I call him happy feet in the pocket because he just doesn't seem comfortable in the pocket
always
whatsoever.
Dude, he's Uncle Rico. That's what he always looked like.
And for some reason, Uncle Rico be winning, man. I'd be like, what is going on here?
I mean, if Gardner Minshew was under centered in the Jaguars instead of what's his dumbass face during 2016, I think
Brock
they would have went a lot
Brock-
further.
Brock Boyles? Not Brock
Yeah,
Boyles.
Boyles.
Brody, whatever.
It was like
Blake
Bortles.
Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
Yes.
Yes. That's because their defense was studs.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Minshew didn't do that. I mean, he did okay.
I think he was better than
He's-
Bortles.
Minshew is not good. Look
He's
at
not
his
good.
feet work, bro. Like what? No, his footwork is horrific.
Dude, have you seen my sports videos? They are surface level, dude. That's a little too deep for me right now.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
too
say,
deep.
man, his His feet were. Oh my god! How he
Jordan just reads the stats. He's not looking at anything else.
Dude, you know
Does he
how
even
dude,
read
I
the
need to get
stats?
those videos up fast, dude. I can't be reviewing tape.
Does he even read the stats though? He's just like, oh.
No, I read the
He
stats.
just
Like,
makes it up.
Okay.
He's like, yeah.
See, let's say like, oh, Jared Goff, okay?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he didn't do anything for like 3 quarters, but he had like what? He got like 200 yards in the 4th quarter. Then I would be like, you know, Jared Goff did okay.
No, yeah. Oh, you mean when we were winning 35-0 and we decided not to play?
You know, when you
anymore?
look at the final, dude, it doesn't seem like that.
Oh, so he had garbage stats for Las Vegas, so everybody can make their
Do
bets.
that, though? How come we're always like really big on, hey, we took a lead, let's just like shit the bed now? Like the Ravens are notorious for that shit.
I know.
Like we should have stayed. We should have kept our boot on their throat.
Yeah, go
They
for the
shouldn't have gotten any
juggler all
points.
time.
It should have been a
you're right.
shutout.
You're right.
It's funny you say that because it's like into the half we had like what 28 points, and I was just
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna, and everyone's just like, wow, Lamar Jackson's gonna throw like for 500 yards. I'll be like, lucky if we get an extra
Here's the-
100 in that
here's
entire
the
half.
thing, it's an- it's-
lucky.
It's an unwritten code to let up. It is like you ever heard of those?
Not if you're on the
told the-
Patriots.
No,
Or the Dolphins
but
against
that-
Denver.
but that's how. Remember Belichick? That's why he got such a bad rep because he would not
Yeah.
let up. But it's like one of those unwritten rules. Like, hey, when you're up like 4 scores and it doesn't really matter, calm down.
Yeah, do you see how that worked out for Atlanta? God, right? Like, that's the worst game to let up, dude.
Dude, I was in a sports group during that Super Bowl. I was in a sports group, and there was like this one guy, and he was a big Atlanta fan. And like right before that happened, he made like this huge post. I was just like, I can't believe we won the Super Bowl. I'm gonna cry, man. I love my Falcons so much, dude. I'm seriously about to cry.
Yeah.
Never heard from him
Cried.
again.
Yeah.
He cried all right.
He definitely cried. Everybody rocking that 24-3 shirt.
23, oh my god.
Yeah, halftime score, you know,
Wasn't it 28-3?
or
Yeah.
28-3.
23? Yeah.
I'm still mad.
And
'cause-
I love how it keeps popping up. Those numbers are always like, popping up places. People are like, oh.
it's like what's that movie, like 6 or something, where that number just keeps popping up all the time.
Bro, just go to any bar stool, just show
Dude, this
or
is why I
whatever,
can't
and
do
that's all they
Barstool.
ever wear. That's all they ever
Dude, this is
I mean, it's the best thing that ever happened to Matty Ice, though. Like, I was so happy, dude.
I wanted Matty Ice on our team, bro.
I know you wanted him over Joe Flacco, but who has a ring? That's what I'm
This
saying.
is true.
Who has a
actually.
ring?
This is true.
Joe Cool.
This
Joe
is true.
Cool, they call him.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
We were all wacko for Flacco.
People don't realize. People don't realize our defense, though. We had.
What do
we had,
you mean?
yeah.
Everyone recognizes we have the top defense a lot.
You had Ray Lewis, the best to ever done it, and Ed Reed, the best to
Ed
ever played.
Reed.
Yeah, and then you have like Terrell Suggs, Haloti
You had
Nada.
Haloti Nada.
Like, dude, it was
Nada.
just, dude. Joe Flacco, his job was literally just not to turn the ball over.
Ray Rice. Ray Rice in the
Bro,
backfield.
oh my
I don't.
God.
I wouldn't count them out because, like, you know, we had Q and we had Flacco, we had Rice, and not Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. They were up there. I mean, our defense wasn't. We were a top
Yeah,
5 defense,
still
but let's not
operating.
act like, you know, the Mile High Miracle was only attainable because of the defense.
Okay, but listen, you're looking at one season, right? I mean, like, if I want to say if we had Matt Ryan instead of Joe Flacco, we would have probably had like what 4 or 5 rings.
Dude, and if we had Tom Brady instead of Chris, and if
I swear to God, dude.
there's no
swear
point
to
in
God.
focusing him because guess what? We took a quarterback in 2000 instead of Tom Brady too. We had Chris Redmond.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad judgment.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, it is classic us, but
The
still.
insurance salesman, Chris Redmond. That's who we picked.
We've never been good at
Offense.
drafting.
offense.
Yeah, just offense.
Just
in general,
offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of like linemen,
Yeah.
linemen's the only place we, I mean, Jo.
Yeah.
Marshall Yanda.
We've had
Marshall
Yanda.
Yanda.
Yeah, Yanda
We-
was God.
We had Orlando Brown, and everyone hates him now. So
Orlando Brown Jr., Zeus.
Junior.
Zeus.
Yeah, Tiny Zeus.
Osmole.
We had his dad. So
Yeah, we did have his dad.
Simile. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Simile,
you know-
bro. He was, dude. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
Kalichi, man, he was good.
It's the skill positions that we just are terrible at drafting.
Dude, I say it all the time. Just like every team has a curse where they just can't draft something. Like Bengals, they can't draft no line. We can't draft wide receivers.
But it would kind of shock me. It would kind of shock me though, because I'd be like, why? Why did you draft this guy? He's 5'7".
Well, yeah.
Why?
The only exception is tight ends. We're good at drafting tight ends.
We are very good at that. We are
Yeah.
very good at that
Yeah.
because we've
I
had
think it's
like,
just because Ozzy was like, I know this position real well.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
I mean, Ozzy will never let a good tight end go. You know, every year needed a tight end.
Yeah. But my thing was like,
If you think about it, I mean, like Ozzy's still a scout. You know, he's been with us since the beginning. It's mostly him. You know, so if we can't draft a wide receiver, you got to look at the center there.
yeah. But I mean, like,
yeah,
bro,
well,
let's.
I mean, it's the last couple of years have been all right.
yeah.
You know, I think Bateman's gonna be good.
I do
He like
Bateman.
shows flash if he stays healthy. I think
If he
he's gonna be
stays
good.
healthy.
Flowers is gonna be good.
Dude,
Yeah,
Flowers is a beast. Flowers is a
Yeah,
beast. I
he's
couldn't
a-
believe that. Because
yeah.
what?
I mean, they were clicking.
Yeah.
All of them outside of like OBJ, but
Mhm.
like
Lamar's
you
a
know.
beast. Lamar's a good.
Lamar's always been a beast.
Yeah.
I don't know what anyone's talking about. It still sucks that people like NFL fans and even like, you know, analysts still think Lamar has something to prove. It's so weird.
He doesn't
I
have
think
a ring
I mean,
yet.
I think he
Yeah.
does in the
Yeah.
passing game though. I mean, when you're only like what he was at 250. I remember that he was at 250 yards. Or like this is the most passing yards he's had since like 2021 or something in a game.
God damn, really?
Yeah, he's. I mean, that's what I think. That's what he wants to prove is that he's like a passer.
I mean, I think he already proved that when he won the MVP. I mean, he led the NFL with.
But how many
passing
years ago was
touchdowns.
that though?
2, 3? Was it like 3
Dude,
years ago?
It feels like yesterday.
That's not bad. 3 years ago.
It was 4 years ago.
It
Wasn't
was
He
it was
won-
4 seasons ago.
I know this is that.
But like he was like, I mean, but also that's when he was new. Nobody,
yeah,
knew what
nobody's
he
seen and nobody's
No,
seen
you
anything
wanted
like
to
it.
trade him before that season.
Because I saw him throw the ball and I was like, oh my god.
you were
did. Yeah,
texting.
see, that's what I'm talking about.
He was texting me and Brendan going like, we should trade Lamar. He's just not the guy. And then, you know, like 2 months later, 2019 happened.
because
The best thing that ever happened to us was Joe Flacco going down.
yeah,
That's the best thing that ever happened to this
best
team.
thing. Yep.
I mean, Lamar took us to the playoffs.
Yeah,
We wouldn't
he
have been
was
there.
he was like 6-0, and at first the first couple games were flukes, and then he started running, and people were like, "All right, maybe it can work." You know what I
Who is this
mean?
guy?
Yeah, who is this guy? Because
It
like
was our Bledsoe moment.
because the thing is that next year when it clicked, because if you can throw the ball and run, that is extremely dangerous. I mean, nobody can do
Yeah.
both. Nobody can do both.
It's tough. I mean, like Detroit's Detroit's strategy for us yesterday was keep Lamar throwing.
Exactly.
So glad they did.
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah.
It was
Good.
great. And then when he needed to run, he ran.
He
Like, that's
ran.
the thing.
Yeah.
I think that was like the one thing I noticed at first. I was like, man, I think he just like he doesn't want to run.
He doesn't.
It does
And like,
seem
but then
that.
there's times it's like, bro, come on, you're
Run
the
the ball.
fastest man
Yeah.
in
Yep.
like in this like 25-yard square. What are you doing, dude? Just run.
Yeah.
Dude, I hear you. I hear you, but
I think he took too many hits and he realized how much money he makes now.
Well, yeah, he wants to play. He wants to play long term.
he does
Yeah.
want to play long term, and
But I think Munkin's like new like scheme. I think they're starting to click. I think it's starting to make sense to them.
well, we brought in
definitely,
Munkin just so he can throw more.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, it still takes like probably like 2-3 months for him to really like fit and learn in the system.
Yeah,
I mean, you got a lot of like they're spreading the they got that like kind of like wide formation, like that spread formation.
Yeah.
They're not as like playing a lot of those like tight like kind of formations and like also, but like our run game's kind of on point too, right? Like Gus was breaking big ones.
Dude, Gus is
Hill
so
was breaking
underrated.
some big
dude.
ones.
Yeah,
I don't
Justice
understand.
Hill,
I don't understand how our own team underrates Gus so much.
I've
I think
always,
he's a beast. He's been a beast for a while.
I've always thought he was
Yeah.
a beast. Always.
Always he had that 80-yarder. Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
sweet.
And you got those two. Well, that was a that was a pass too. That was the
Yeah,
crazy part.
it was.
The thing about Gus though, he always falls forward. He's always
yeah.
like, you know
Dude,
what I mean? He's
turning.
always falling forward. He's always fighting for that yard, and you can see
He's like
it.
Jamal Lewis, bro.
Yeah,
Just like running, just
And-
keeping them feet going.
Yeah, dude. And the best thing is he's like Jamal Lewis, but instead, we gave Hill the fumbling.
yeah. You know what? Justice Hill
Man.
Justice Hill has got better. I mean, it sucks that he
he
fumbled.
kind of ruins our momentum sometimes.
Nah, he's had a couple good runs, man.
He's had a couple. He's a good third down back.
Yeah, but here's the problem: is it should be J.K. Dobbins
Yeah.
and Gus Edwards.
It should be.
It should not be Gus Edwards and Justice Hill.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
But you got to
I
play
agree.
with what you got, man.
Agree.
You got to play with what
Hey,
you
we
got.
won.
We did win.
We won before the first quarter ended.
I'm
It
surprised.
was
I'm
fun.
surprised we didn't go out and get another running back though.
I mean, I think we were kind of hoping JK would be healthy. I mean, we don't want that amalgamation we had like
But
what,
we knew
2
he's
years
out
ago
for-
when we had like Le'Veon and it was terrible.
But we know he's gonna be out for the whole
He's
season.
out all season.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird that
I
we
think
didn't
he's
go
just
out.
done. I mean,
Did you see? Getting them bags. You're talking about Tom Brady buying into the Raiders, bro?
yes, I heard that.
That really happened?
Has that been going forward?
Yeah, I think it's like official. Like they like gave him the thumbs up.
Why is he like tormenting Jimmy G? You know what I mean? Like, why
Are you
is he,
kidding? He's not
like-
only tormenting Jimmy G, but like, where did the Tuck rule come from?
Bro, I know that, but he has like some vendetta against Jimmy G, I guess.
And did you hear him say like how quarterbacks are too soft now?
Bro,
I know,
I'm-
I know.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
dude.
I reposted it on my like sports chat. I was like, I wonder who could have done that.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
It's so wild. But like, I mean, like he's a part owner of the WNBA team out in Vegas. The one that just won the championship.
No, Aces.
Yeah, the Aces.
Yeah.
So he's an owner, and I think that's why he's like buying into the Raiders. Sounds like the
Mhm.
man trying to move to Las Vegas.
It
but
sounds like it too. But they have
it's like it seems to be like a thing, dude. Like where people will buy into like teams in like a area, like a metropolitan area.
LeBron James.
So is that
known
what
for
we need to
that.
do next time we move someplace?
Yeah,
Yeah. Because Vegas
get a
is
minority stake.
Yeah. Vegas is going big.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Vegas
they
keeps
got the
expanding.
hockey team. Yeah, they got the
Mhm.
hockey team.
That
I mean,
the hockey team came out of nowhere and
Fuck
they
that
just
hockey
keep winning.
team. No, fuck that
won the
hockey
Stanley
team.
Cup,
Bro,
dude. Like,
Fuck
They
that
just
hockey
keep
team.
winning,
Fuck
bro.
It. Fuck it, dude. I
Gold
like
Knights,
Anaheim.
baby.
I like Anaheim Ducks, and they have dominated that division for years, and then Vegas comes out of nowhere, and that's it. That was all she wrote for
Yeah.
us. We were done after
It was
that.
wild.
It was wild, dude. They had. I was so frustrated. I can't
I mean,
believe
that's what
they
happens
made
though
this-
when you get those
When you get-
supplementary drafts. And you get
Exactly.
to just like pick people. It's like I'll take this guy.
Yeah.
They had like what? Who was their goalie that year? It was like Fleury. It wasn't even fair.
Who watches hockey?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
I mean, I watch hockey.
I don't. That's not.
I'd rather go to the games though. Going to games.
Yeah,
is
the
way
Oh
more
games
yeah,
fun.
that's
probably-
fun, dude. Especially when they board
it's so
someone in
fun.
front of you,
Dude, it's so crazy because Chicago, they got this guy named Connor Bedard, right?
Yeah, I know they won't shut up
He's
about
a
it, acting
once-
like they're going anywhere.
He's a once in a generation type of, he's a Wayne Gretzky. He's a Sidney Crosby,
He's once.
right?
I thought that was McDavid.
But McDavid's good too, Connor McDavid. But here's the thing, though. This kid, and I do mean kid. He's like 18 years old.
Yeah,
right?
they're young.
Yeah, that's how hockey works.
And yeah, I know.
they're in there at 18
But
and
it's
staying
so
in forever.
it is so funny because like he's 18, the whole city is like, dude, he's the best, and then he puts on his pads, and you're like, man, he's going against grown men. You know what I mean? Like he's going against he's getting
that man
checked.
takes a hit from Ovechkin. He's going to
Oh, dude, God. That's what I love. People are just like, man, look at these like basketball, football players, and they're just beating on thugs. But like, man, NHL has like the most thug people per capita. I feel
Yeah, because
they will kill a man.
they're like Russian mafia people, man. Like,
Man,
I mean, most of them are like Scandinavian, Russian, Eastern European, big
those
dudes.
Russian guys. I mean, those people grow up in the hard, cold weather, bro.
Yeah,
like, It's a
dude.
different lifestyle.
right?
Like that's why they dominate in MMA too, man.
Oh yeah,
Like those Chechens. and
those
stuff, man.
Chechens. Yeah, I'm from
Chechens.
Kazakhstan.
Rushed, bro.
Yeah, man. God,
Yeah,
man,
Dagestan, like, come on, dude.
that's their life, dude.
Either way, when Blackhawks fans are saying they're on the up, they're not. Don't listen to them. They're not going to make it to the playoffs this year. They're going to have a
No.
good player. He might get like their version of the MVP, which is just most valuable player on a team, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's not really like the NFL, right? Because you'll give it because they'll usually give to the quarterback who does something, who goes far. But the NHL, I forget what their cup name. I forget what that cup's name. They'll just give it to an actual dude who carried his team, even if they still lose.
Yeah, but my thing is like he's 18 years old, and then Alex Ovechkin checks him for the puck in the corner or something, and he's like,
Yo,
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
Ovi or
Well,
like Tom Wilson or somebody. One of
yeah.
those guys hit him like those like crazy dudes.
Welcome to the NHL, man. A goon, some goon, get in there and just
Dude.
whack him, dude.
Yeah, can you imagine if he gets in a fight, bro?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. Like, dude,
he's not an enforcer.
he's not
bro.
throwing them gloves down. He's gonna
that,
be like, hey,
no.
man.
Dude, if he gets in a fight with like Ovi or like Malkin or something like that, the dude's gonna crumble immediately.
Yeah. Yep. And their coach is
God.
gonna be like, you go and protect him. He's the face of our franchise.
I know they're really into this guy. It sucks because Chicago sports needs something after watching Justin Fields.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But their backup quarterback he came from Shepherd University.
In West Virginia?
Yeah. A D2. Which is very interesting because, a lot of people from Westminster that play football went to Shepherd. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I know a lot of people
Yeah.
from Shepherd. That's so funny.
That's what I said. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Anyway, Chicago needs a change. I mean, they've never ever had a quarterback when you think about it.
Yeah, and they had that one guy. Jay
If you're gonna
Cutler.
say-
Jay Cutler. Yeah.
Yeah. Him and Brandon Marshall. Yep. The only
They
bad
tore it up a little bit.
They did
I
tear
think
it
Yeah,
up.
for
Well,
1 year.
Some people forget.
For like one
people do
year.
forget. People do forget. The reason why they forget is because Jay Cutler
Because it
in
was
the
1 year.
No, because Jay Cutler in the playoff game took himself out. He said, "Nah."
Oh, yeah.
he said, "Nah, I ain't
Smokey
going."
J don't care.
He said, "Nah, I ain't
Well-
going back in there."
And then, then he also realized, and then he learned he had diabetes. Like,
Yeah.
that's what. Remember, he got like really thin
Yeah,
and stuff.
that's
and then turns out,
right.
Yeah, he was like diabetic.
Yeah.
I'm not even
And
surprised.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was wild.
I mean, he was like the most depressing guy to look at on the field. I mean, he's always just like,
Yeah.
But hold
he
on.
did have sad face.
Yeah, all the time. He was like emotionless. He was
he
just
was emotionless.
He didn't.
Yeah. I mean, so was Joe Flacco. God, it pissed me
Ah,
off so
Joey-
What
much.
are you talking about? He was.
I
awful.
hated that. He'd be like throwing an interception. He'd be like, "Meh." Get back out there, another interception.
Man.
That's what you always complained about.
I hated it, dude.
He
I-
was Joe Cool.
My thing was
That wasn't cool, dude. It was lame as fuck.
my thing was because when Joe Flacco was the Ravens quarterback, it was at the peak of the Baltimore defense and the Steelers. Like, I mean, the Steelers were at their
Yeah.
peak. And if you're a quarterback, your main focus going against the Steelers is Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
Troy Polamalu.
The Flying Hawaiian.
And I would just literally, you would see him, like, you can see it from a mile away. He's on the TV screen.
Yeah, you can always tell when he's there.
You know what I mean? The announcer circles. He's like, okay,
He
watch
circles,
out
he's
for
kinda
this
like
guy.
popping up and down the line.
They're
You
like,
see him.
yeah, they're like, what? They circle him. They're like, watch out for 43. Watch out for that guy with the hair. Joe Flacco drops back, throws it right to him every single time.
Oh my god, dude.
Every single time.
He was
Ah.
he was the flag goat, dude. He was
Ah.
great, dude. He was just like
He was Joe's kryptonite, dude.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was so painful, dude. It's like you have one job, and it's just to hold the ball so we can kick a field goal.
Right. That was
It's like,
literally
that's what it
that
comes
was
down
it.
to.
That's really
That's your job.
That was your job, bro. And you just found a way to throw it to Troy Polamalu every
I don't
single
wanna-
time.
it was always like
Good,
at the fourth quarter when it mattered the most, dude.
Oh, for sure. When it was crunch time,
That
when
was
they
the
had to
best.
make a play, when Mike Tomlin's like, "Hey, when you guys need to make a play," Troy Polamalu was
Oh,
like,
you
"All
can
right."
always count on it.
Yeah, count on Joe.
It wasn't
Flacco.
even just the Steelers. It was always time. I remember I was dealing at a table. I just go and like an interception happened. I just remember going like, man, miracles never happen for us. Oh my god.
But here's the thing: there was consecutive seasons where we would play the Steelers 3 times in the year, twice in the regular season,
And then in the
and then in the
Yeah.
championship game or a playoff game, and I would just because Oh, because in the playoffs, I
I can't believe we only beat him
tr-
once
But in the
with
playoffs,
Flacco.
I never trusted Joe Flacco in the
What?
playoffs.
We only beat
Never.
him once.
Never. It was so crazy because I felt like we could score. We had better odds of scoring if our defense was on the field. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, we had.
You know what I mean?
We were. I mean, in 2008, we did. Flacco was a rookie. We got to the AFC Championship game. You can't deny that. Yeah, it was a Troy interception that clinched it.
That's what I'm saying. It was
Bro.
every time. Ah.
It was so painful.
We would have gotten the Super Bowl.
I would. Because it was so obvious. It was just like, bro, because that was when I started to realize. I'm like, Joe
The
Flacco.
moment the ball left his hand, you're like, well, that's an
There it
interception.
is.
He just
There it
TV off.
is. There it is.
Game.
Like, it's just like, bro, like, how can you you're staring right at him and you're still going to throw the ball to him?
You know, maybe he's just slightly over his hands. You never know. It's like when Lamar throws it to like triple coverage. You know, it's fine.
But it's
Yeah,
like,
that is painful. Sometimes you're like, what?
Even when-
to?
Yeah, even when they catch it, you're just like, why did you even throw that?
Yeah. He was like, well, I had to throw it.
yeah.
It's like,
But Joe Flacco had an arm, though. He had a rocket arm.
Dude,
he
had
could
the
throw
cannon.
80
He
yards.
had a
Like,
cannon. We all know.
no. And he was 6'6". He was tall. But
Yeah.
man, that would make me even more angry.
Because it's like, how do you not see him?
Exactly, because you're one of the tallest people on the field.
Still having a heart attack.
One of the hardest jobs as a quarterback is literally to see over your line. Your line is like 6'6", 6'7", and you got to
Yeah.
create passing lanes if you're under that.
I mean, they were helping you out by leaning down.
Yeah, but still though, when they stand up, like it's hard to see the routes and stuff like that as a quarterback. This man has no problem. He's 6'6", 6'7". He can just stand there and see the whole field, and he will still make the
it
dumbest
was almost
throw.
like he would just like look at Palomalu and be like, oh no, and then just like throw it to him. You know, like,
Look, he like what? Got shocked at the throw.
maybe he was the
I
most
think
accurate
so.
player ever. 'Cause
Maybe
he was just like, there's
maybe.
Palomalu,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Pat-
Yeah.
oh.
We also have a Polynesian on our team, Horinata.
Oh my God.
With some kind of solidarity.
But it's like when he gets the game plan for the
Look, he got us a ring.
but
He got us a ring.
he did because he learned
And that was a hell of a season.
because he got
Yeah, but we
smart.
should have had more than one ring.
Thank you.
I blame
That's the
Tom Brady.
problem.
Thank you.
If Tom Brady wasn't a factor, I feel like we would have at least had 3.
There's a couple times. No, I mean, no.
I feel like it. I feel it, especially in
There was
2014.
a couple times we shot ourselves in the foot, though.
I feel like 2014, we should have had a ring that year. That
Most-
was our year.
dude. There was a lot of them. There's a lot of times we should have had a ring.
2019,
That's what
we
I'm
at least
saying.
should have had a
We were
playoff win.
actually think about how dominant the Ravens were between like 2008 to like 2000
It was like 2014.
to like 2014.
Yeah, it was like the 2014. We had one bad
2015?
year that was 2013, and then
Because I remember we went
No,
through.
2013. Well, 2013, 2012 to 2013. That's the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
2013 to 2014.
and then the season after, and then we gave him all that money, and he came out and just shot a brick and like said, "Go fuck yourselves."
Yeah, because it's like
That's
what,
really what it was.
what was his receiver core? It was like Kamar Aiken and Torrey Smith, and that was it.
Ooh.
I forgot about Torrey Smith.
But
yeah,
yeah.
that was his number one.
Yeah,
He had no one to
yeah.
throw to.
That was his number 2 because our number 1 was Anquan.
We didn't have Quan that year. We
No.
we gave him up immediately after the Super Bowl.
Oh. I remember there was a couple of seasons where we went through a line of kickers before we got Justin
That was before the
Tucker.
Super Bowl.
We went through a line. Oh, because I remember there was a couple games crunch time and we would miss
what?
the kick, bro. Every, like
okay.
3 years in a row.
Let me revise it. 2014 would have been our 4th ring.
Yeah.
2011 would have been our 3rd ring.
Okay. Yeah. Steve Hashka, Billy Cundiff. Billy Cundiff, man. Oh my
Dude, calm down.
God.
Calm down. It's fine, dude. We all remember.
Billy Cundiff, dude, bro. God,
We all remember.
I forgot.
We got
about
a
Steve
revenge.
Hauschka. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We have now have the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
we had to go
Like
through
10,
those.
10 years too late,
We had to go through
but
those trials and tribulations to get the best kicker in
Billy
the
Cundiff.
Billy
I need you to
Cundiff,
kick it
bro.
30 yards straight.
Straight.
He's just like,
I
how about 50
remember.
yards this way?
I cried, bro.
He had his Ace Ventura moment.
I cried. I was like in shock, didn't disbelief. I just was like, dude,
It's
why?
Dude, it's tough being a Ravens fan out of like the DMV area because no one likes you. Everyone's either a bandwagon fan or they're a Steeler fan. So
Yeah.
you leave, and of course, when that kick happened, I hear my whole dormitory erupt, and I'm just sitting there in silence, going like, "I'm gonna kill myself."
Yeah. My thing was how could there was
It was so bad. dude.
some hard times as a Ravens fan. Hard
Yeah.
times.
We immediately made it up the next year, though. So
Yeah.
I can't be that mad. We
It's-
beat
yeah.
the Patriots so bad that we didn't need the kick.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. It just sucks because I feel like over the last 4 years we should have had a ring by now, or at least a playoff win.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have a playoff run 2 years ago.
the thing is though,
Like a real like like really going into the playoffs like deep.
yeah.
I know.
I mean, honestly though, we would have. I feel like
we didn't have
would
that bye
have.
week.
No, we would have gone through like last year. Last year, we probably would have gone deep. And literally, if the hand of God didn't come down
Well,
and knock that ball out of Tyler
Well,
Huntley's hand,
and not even.
we
No,
would have gone.
Yeah, but no, we would have. That would have been one win. I don't think
Yeah.
we would have. Like,
I
Yeah,
think
I
we
don't
would
think
have
we
went
would have
deep.
repeated that.
Are you-
Again, the Bengals could barely mess with our third team. Like that's fine, but it doesn't mean we're going to whoever we face next would have too.
We had a pretty good team.
We
This team,
Really?
hold on though. This year we're all in because we got. This is the only time we're gonna have Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen
so
on the
good.
same
Oh, I love
defense,
them
and
so
them
much.
two together are just
It reminds me of like in 2014 when we had Suggs and Doomerville.
Love it.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was nice. And like
I love watching Roquan with the zero.
Yeah, I like
love
it too,
number
man.
zero,
It just
just-
flies
I don't know what
everywhere.
it is,
he's such
dude.
a beast.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Roquan. I don't think you've heard. So of course you know Roquan was a Bear, and you know our stepdad Marv. He's a Bears fan. So he hadn't bought a Bears jersey in about a decade and a half, right? So he finally bought a Bears jersey, Roquan. 2 weeks later, that's when he became a Raven. It was something like that, 2 weeks or something, but like it was very soon after.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a great! Oh my god, when they got Roquan, I was like, all right,
I know.
all right, here we go.
All of a sudden, our defense just clicked.
clicked.
It was awesome, dude.
Well, I mean, like,
Oh.
yeah, even Patrick Queen hit that next level, which was crazy because, like, I was so mad. I was like, dude, he's not the guy. He's our number one pick out of LSU, dude. He is not the guy. He's not the guy. And now it's like, bro,
Dude, I don't know what Roquan told him, but it was like a
Bro,
three. It was like a
maybe-
180, dude. It was
I think
insane.
he just got more trust back then.
yeah, I
Like,
think,
he can
yeah,
make,
yep,
you know, he's not the only one making decisions.
Yup.
Like, people are, you know,
yep.
100%.
It's better. It's better. It's
You-
better when there's always like it's like not like a Batman Robin type thing, but it's like
you need a duo.
yeah, the
you need,
duo
like,
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
I like that. Dude, think about when Ray Lewis and Bart Scott was there. Bart Scott,
oh my
dude,
God.
Bart Scott was the man, and I remember he told me he was like, dude, they didn't even put my name in Madden. Now look at me, like, dude, yeah, exactly.
I
He,
do remember that. Yeah.
I was so mad when he left because I know he wanted to be the guy, but bro, he should have just.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It
He should have
happens.
made that work somehow.
Oh, you know
he's
who's
like, wait, he went to the Jets, right? And
yeah,
then
with
he
Rex
just, like-
Ryan.
and then he just
Yeah, now he's a
Disappeared.
sports analyst guy
Yeah.
because here's the thing too. It's like there's Ray Lewis, right? If you went to go play on Ray Lewis's defense, he was going to elevate your game tremendously. And then if you was to go anywhere else to another team, like you would probably go back to where like you were before you played on Ray
Yeah.
Lewis's team. Because great athletes, man, they elevate people.
They do. You know who's also been
Yeah.
elevated this year? Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton's
oh my
really
god,
good.
dude. He's been killing
Yeah,
it. He's
Ham
been killing it.
Ham. He's got sacks on sacks.
He got sacks. Geno Stone is the interception leader.
Oh, yeah, center field, bro.
yeah. How wild is that? Dude?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Of
I
all
know.
people,
I know.
He's doing great. I'm happy. Our defense is looking good, dude.
Clowney is getting sacks. I think Clowney
Clowney is
man.
doing
Clowney has like
sacks,
3
dude.
sacks, dude. Clowney hasn't had 3 sacks in the past 2 seasons. Like this is, and
Wild.
he's got it in like 2 games. This is
Dude,
kind of wild to
It's
me,
because
man.
our defense is just it just if you're in it, you're just better.
Right, and we picked up that one guy, Kanoy Boy or whatever his name is. And
Who?
Van Noy.
Van
Van
Noy.
Noy.
He's only had
doing
like
it?
1 or 2 games. He's got 3 sacks.
Oh yeah.
He's got 3 sacks.
He's got 3 sacks,
all
dude.
over the place.
Dude,
Dude, Rocky Sin shut down St. Brown, dude.
He
On the
did.
he even threw him to the ground,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's like the schemes just like clicking, and also like, but the thing is, like, I mean, it's not even going to be all the time, but like, as long as they get like a decent amount of rest and the offense isn't off every like,
Yeah.
3 plays, and those
Mhm.
guys can keep going,
Mm-hmm.
like they got the stamina. They just they can't play 45 minutes a game.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah, we just need the offense just needs to stay on the field.
Also,
So-
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's why
Or I mean, if they don't stay on the field, if they're coming off the field because they scored, that's different. It's like a different mentality. You know what I mean?
I like it though. And
I
then,
like it too.
Yeah.
I like it too. The Ravens are just the team. I'm sorry.
I hope so.
Money on the Ravens. Money on the
Especially
Ravens.
slapping the Lions down, like the 5-1 Lions who were looking like kind of.
Stephen A. Smith's number 1 team in the league.
Really?
Yeah, he said the
I would say
Lions are
number 1 team in the NFC.
Yeah.
No, he said this man said the league.
I knew
Not anymore.
I knew we were gonna beat the. I knew we were gonna win. I didn't know we were gonna win that good though.
I thought it would be like between 3 points.
I thought it would be close.
So
Yeah, I
here's
thought
the thing. Here's the thing. Now we're either not gonna lose a game until like week 17 when we play the 49ers or something, or I don't think we're gonna lose a game
Look, as long as we
Because-
don't lose to the Bengals again this season,
because
I'm happy.
because
Because
when
I hate that team with a boiling passion.
But hold on though, because when when Lamar won the MVP, we were 2-2, and then we had that one good game, and then we just went on a
Yeah, because
win
Yeah.
streak.
oh my god, because the consecutive
Went on
games
a
after that were
tear.
crazy. It was like Tom Brady's Patriots, the number 1 49ers at the time, the number 2 Seattle Seahawks. at the
I know,
time,
dude,
It
and
was-
we were just.
and we were winning. It was
and
insane.
I feel like
We were like Darth Vader in the beginning scene of Star Wars.
this is it for us.
It was like Vader in the hallway scene, baby.
Oh yeah, I like that though. I like that.
That's what it was like.
Yeah.
In Rogue One, hell yeah.
On Rogue One. I watched that whole movie just to see that 30-second clip.
I like the movie beginning to end personally.
It was a good movie. It was the best standalone movie for sure.
Did
Oh,
you see
for
Ahsoka
sure.
yet?
I haven't watched it, dude.
Oh.
I was gonna watch it last week, but I couldn't stay awake for more than like 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Weak, dude.
Yeah.
Star Wars was calling.
I loved
Yeah.
it. I liked Ahsoka.
I thought
gotta
Ahsoka was good. Recap: money on Ravens. That's who I'm betting on from now. This
I
is
don't-
not
okay.
financial advice, but that's who I'm betting on all the time
I
now.
don't see them losing another
don't-
game, bro.
He doesn't see them.
Yeah, you heard it here.
yeah, you heard
I
it.
don't see them
You heard
losing
it here.
another game.
I can see us dropping 1 or 2 more, but that's about it.
maybe one at the end of the season.
You know, we
because
can
we're
lose
not
every
playing.
game as long as we don't lose to the Bengals. That's fine.
But hold on though, because like even dude, our backup quarterback is a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Oh my god!
I
Like,
got so much.
I mean,
got
bro.
so much faith in our backup quarterback.
You know, in my sports group, I always say Pro Bowl Hutley. I don't say Tyler Hutley. I say Pro Bowl.
bro, I swear to God, hey man, he is that guy.
He is
too.
not the guy. dude.
Snoop is that guy.
I don't know,
I-
man.
He's not a guy I would build a team around, but okay.
Dude, he literally single-handedly almost beat the Bengals.
Almost.
Seriously.
And then what happened?
But he
Oh,
got a big old L next to his name. Like that's the difference.
I
the
mean,
difference
like,
is,
dude,
and it was
like-
him, dude. It wasn't someone else. It was him.
He was literally like this
Tom
far.
Brady almost had a perfect season. You know, like that's what you could say.
Thank God he did. God.
I can't put but he
That's
did
one of
it
the
all
reasons
way
why I
at the
can't
end,
stand
man.
Barstool, man.
He
It's
did it
because
all-
why do I want to hear
Ah.
about obnoxious Boston fans talking about
Ah.
Boston sports? Tom Brady. Oh yeah, we also have a pizza now. Check it out. It's wicked good.
Hold on though. I remember when they announced that they're like Patriots traded for Randy Moss. I was like, bro.
Oh,
I was like, bro, they're not gonna lose a game.
That was my first fantasy.
They're
And I
not
had
gonna
the
lose a
number
game.
2 pick. I had the number 2 pick in fantasy. And I was just like, because he has Randy Moss, I'm going to pick Tom Brady. Computer glitched.
Computer
It
glitch.
did auto drafted. It did auto drafted. Huh?
Yeah, what'd you get? Who'd you
I don't
get?
remember
You
what
got
I
a
got.
kicker?
I think
But
you
it
got
wasn't
Dante
Tom Brady.
Culpepper or something.
No, that was a waiver wire. But you ended up picking Tom Brady.
I picked Tom Brady.
And I literally wanted to quit right then and there.
But here's the crazy part.
You won, didn't you?
I picked Tom Brady and Randy Moss.
I was going to do that.
And let me tell you something. I
It
would
should have
go
been me.
if
It's a
the
hell of a handcuff.
if the Patriots, oh dude, if the Patriots were going into the Monday night and I was down literally 80 points, they would score that 90 points in the game, bro. It was unreal. It was a cheat code unmatched, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they cheated against us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one we should have won, but it was crazy.
Yeah. It's not fair when you could just throw the ball in the air and just be like, he'll catch it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know,
it's just-
dude. It's just,
it's just, you know, he's like, I just got to put it on this half of the field.
that's it,
I'll be
and he'll
all
go
right.
get it, man. Like it was just,
That's how
It was
Jose
cr-
Flowers is one day. Like seriously, man.
yeah.
I hope so.
Fuck it, he's there somewhere.
But that's the thing, though. Randy Moss was fast, 6'5". You know what I mean? An athletic
hands.
freak, and he had hands.
I mean, he has the best stat line of all time. What was it? Like 3 catches, 103 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Something ridiculous.
You will never have a better stat line than that.
Something ridiculous. I just like the way how he talked. Remember when you first hear Randy Moss talking? You're like,
Yeah.
You're like, what? That's what he sounds like.
That's like, you know, to me, it's like I feel like growing up, the first time hearing Randy Moss like speak is like probably how people felt when they first heard Tyson speak, like Mike Tyson. They're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
You know?
I still remember that like there was like an interview Randy Moss did, and he was like interviewing Tom Brady, and like Moss is asking him these questions, and Moss is like, "Man, Randy, I really miss you when you were on my team. Like, oh, we had so much fun." Right? He wouldn't stop gushing about him. It was so weird.
With who?
Tom Brady.
Oh yeah.
Like Randy was
yeah.
talking about like the game, and Tom Brady would just stare it back, just like, "Man, you and me, Randy. Oh my God."
Yeah, because they didn't break the record; they shattered records, and I'm talking about Randy, dude. I like because people used to compare Tom Brady to Peyton Manning, and I'm like, first of all, like Tom Brady never really had like a wide receiver, like he never really got like that weapon.
Well, Peyton had Marvin Harrison.
He had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne and Dallas Clark. He had
I forgot
weapons.
about that guy.
Yeah. It wasn't really like he made everybody look good. Like, you know, we like what we were talking about. Like there's some people that can elevate other people. He elevated a lot of people.
I hate
Wes
Peyton.
Welker, Julian Edelman.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
he
who,
had like these mid-grade
Danny
5 foot 10
Amendola,
receivers.
like
Yeah, Danny
He had the
Amendola.
lacrosse player, dude who was bagging
Like,
groceries.
dude, it was
I feel like it was like Tom Brady's like, I want a challenge. Give me every wide receiver.
I
in the league."
know. That's like 5'10". That's like 5'10".
Yeah.
I put him in the slot. We'll make him good.
They would go to like the Piggly Wiggly and be like,
Dude,
this guy.
he literally made them names. Like,
It's like they should have made like an Invincible like movie for these guys.
Outside of Gronk
Yeah.
and Moss, like who do you really
there was no
who
like,
do you really have?
Who was the
There
murderer
no,
again?
Star.
yeah, he didn't really.
He
have
elevated that murderer dude, right?
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if he elevated Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez was a beast.
He was a beast, dude.
I mean,
was a
him
beast.
He was.
him and Gronk on rotation was
Yeah.
something special.
Yeah, it was-
Because
it
Belichick
was
had that like
wild.
2 tight end plays, and
Yeah.
it was something.
Yeah, but no, he never really had like that standalone. He had what's his name with the 3 Super Bowls, Troy Brown or whatever. But Troy Brown was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he's just
Or-
on the team.
yeah,
dude.
Troy Brown and Deion Branch, I think, and they're
Yeah.
both like 5'9". No,
Deion Brandt.
You know what I mean? No,
dude, I
like
forgot
Marvin
about that
Harris-
guy too.
Marvin Harrison is a Hall of Famer. His son right now is going to be
Yeah.
the #1 wide receiver coming out of college. You
But
know,
Marvin Harrison wasn't even that tall either, though. He was only
Nah.
what, like 5'11"?
he was 6 foot.
I hate Peyton
Was he?
Manning.
Yeah,
On a good day.
To
on a
me-
good day, yeah, with cleats on. You know, it's you know, you
Yeah.
get that in.
I can't say Peyton Manning. He's like he was always the Forrest Gump of football. He just threw the football and it landed, and he had that like cheeky smile. He's like,
He's kind of like the Forrest.
and he had that
Forrest
like
Gump.
he had like four effort. The one thing about
I mean,
Peyton
he
Manning,
looked like Forrest Gump, but Eli like had the IQ of Forrest
Look,
Gump, bro.
there was one thing about Peyton Manning compared to Eli. It was like when Peyton Manning was on the field, it's like he took up half the field. You could always point him out on the field because he was so wide the way he stood.
He's a big guy.
He is a big guy.
He's a
and
big
his,
guy.
His helmet was like an extra large.
It was an extra large, and he did the unforgivable thing, was giving a Colts a ring. Unforgivable, but
But it took him like how long did it take him?
they
to get
should
him
have
a
never
ring?
ever had a ring. Ursays don't deserve that. Anyway, I hate. So I just cannot. People when they say like, "Oh, Peyton Manning," I'm just like, no, fuck that guy. Fuck him. He sucks.
He's a pretty funny guy, though.
He is pretty funny. I like his.
Let me guess that SNL clip when he was doing
Well, that
Little
was
Leagues.
really funny.
Mm. What was
It
the
is
SNL
funny.
clip?
When he was like a Little League coach and he was just grilling these kids.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
him.
and he's just like pelting him with the football.
Oh
like,
my
throwing it
God.
really
He's like, you
hard.
didn't catch the ball. I
Actually
can't even
pretty
look at
funny.
you. Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't even look at you. You didn't even catch the ball. Just go over there. I can't even look at you.
He won the Super Bowl with the Broncos, and he couldn't even throw.
He was
past-
anemic.
dude. He
He was not even. They could have put a corpse in at center,
Yeah.
and they still managed to do it, dude. And we lost to that team, by the way.
But here's the thing, though. He couldn't even throw the ball more than 20 yards.
He was like
He
a
could
corpse
throw-
out there, dude. It
But
was
you
so
know what,
bad.
though?
Alright.
Their backup was Brock Osweiler, who was another,
Awesome.
and he couldn't
Alright.
beat out Peyton Manning.
Speaking of them, though, what do you think? Who do you think's more pissed off right now? The Browns trading for Watson, or the Broncos trading for Russell Westbrook?
Westbrook.
Well,
Wrong
oh my
sport,
god!
dude.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh
no.
yeah, not Westbrook. Sorry, Wilson. Russell Wilson. My bad.
Hold
I
on.
would say definitely the Broncos because Wilson's not terrible. He hasn't been playing terrible in the past few weeks.
Oh,
He
he's
really
god
hasn't.
awful.
But,
He is
okay,
terrible.
okay, who has the worst defense in the league? Worst PPG in the league? It's Broncos. Wilson hasn't been playing. If you look at his stats, it's really solid. He hasn't been playing that bad. Like,
How can you have the worst points per game, but you're not playing that bad?
well, I mean, what are you gonna do when your defense is Swiss cheese?
What does that even mean?
What does that? What does that even mean? I would say I would be mad more. Hold on, though. I would be mad more because the Browns literally got robbed. They literally got
Okay.
robbed.
I'm gonna
The
say
Browns.
They literally got.
I'm still gonna say the Broncos because the Browns. That's just business as usual. Why
What-
would they be mad? That happens all the time.
They hold on. The
Them
shot-
getting robbed and then
this-
everything sucks. That's just
the
that's
They
just
shot-
gave
that's,
this man a fully guaranteed contract. He didn't even play last year.
that's
shot-
He
okay.
played like
It's
4 games.
Hold on, and
that's
then
so Cleveland. I
hold
don't
on,
understand
though.
what the problem is.
and then the last
if anyone was
game-
gonna do it, it was gonna be Cleveland.
Hold on, and then in the last game, he was in for one drive, and then he took
And then he-
himself out. Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson took himself out.
And here's the thing: is they paid him this guaranteed contract, knowing he was going to get suspended.
Knowing he was going to get suspended.
Everyone knew Watson was gonna be worth the contract. I mean, like, if you're not prepared for this, I don't know what to tell you.
But
They won-
I legitimately think though, like the Broncos thought Russell Wilson was like the key.
I
They were
thought,
like,
yeah.
they're like, we just need a quarterback.
They're like, we got Sutton, we got
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton, we got Jerry Judy.
Judy
know-
took himself out too.
Yeah. But
Well, he's
then,
tired of playing with Russell Wilson.
and
He's
I mean, like,
you know,
no, they do have weapons.
They have weapons, but they don't have anyone.
But
They don't
you
have a
knew,
defense.
But here's the thing.
Because it wasn't Wilson who gave him 70 points against the
You
Dolphins.
knew this was gonna be a bad storm because when they brought over what's his name, the Saints coach.
Oh, Sean Payton. Sean Payton's overrated.
Peyton.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Once Sean Payton and Russell Wilson started like talking and stuff like that, and then you start hearing like, oh, Russell Wilson's change is gonna have to change and
He's
all
cooking.
that. They're like, oh, dude, I knew that was just a setup for a bad.
Okay, so these contracts for these coaches obviously been a bad idea because like, okay, look at Sean Payton, he sucks. Well, look at the Raiders coach. What happened to him? Let's not do that anymore. Just pick a coach, damn it. Don't do these exorbitant contracts for coach because now the Bears are looking at Jim Harbaugh now.
Hold on. What's wrong with the guy from the Patriots?
Who, Bill Belichick?
No,
Come on, Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels. What's wrong with him?
He sucks.
I mean,
he's
I
always
mean,
sucked.
I mean,
He was bad as
he-
a Raiders coach. He was bad as Denver's coach. I don't.
Yeah.
I
the man traded away the future of the Broncos for Tim Tebow. Bro. Like, come
He
on, like,
he did.
he
was bad.
single-handedly tanked the whole franchise for like 4 years.
Yeah. Don't take these OCs and DCs that people are just taking from Bill Belichick, acting like they had any sort of input, like any real world input. Like who's the Detroit coach that came from
Mike Patricia.
Mike Patricia? Yeah, what happened to him?
He's back
yeah.
on the. He's back on New
Went back
England.
to they just go back home.
They just go back home.
They go out.
They try to fly and then they
Yeah.
return to the nest, man.
They're like the Amish, bro. They go for Rumspringa and they're like, I can't handle it. I gotta go home, bro.
This is too hard to handle. All of them do it. All of them
Why'd
do
you
it.
let me do that?
Yeah.
Why'd you let me do that?
All of them do that. Even O'Brien. What's his name? O'Brien when he
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien,
when he was
yeah.
in Texas. You know, he was a solid coach for a little bit.
But they all go back though. They all like
I'll go back.
they all go back. And
Tell you.
and Bill Belichick's like,
Solid.
I feel like Bill Belichick's like, you want to do it? Go for it. I'll see you
he'll
next
be
year,
back.
you know?
He'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
back.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, terrible, dude. I hate McDaniels, dude. I have a lot of fans. I have a couple friends that are like big time Raiders fans, and that's like it's like bleeped out every time they say McDaniels.
Well, that's the thing though, is because like McDaniels
It's a
has
curse word.
McDaniels he had Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's the only reason.
So
Hell,
we
it's-
all know it.
So it's like
I mean, the argument's being made that Bill Belichick is because he had Tom Brady, and it's a
oh,
fair
yeah,
argument
it's
to
a
make.
fair argument.
I mean,
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
thing, right? When he went to Tampa Bay, everybody was
Yeah.
like, "We'll see,
we'll
we'll see who needs who," and they're
Yeah.
like, "I think we know who needs who."
I mean, one won a Super Bowl, the other didn't reach the playoffs. So I mean, what do you
Yeah.
know?
We saw that one coming,
And-
dude.
But he also had Bruce Arians, and Bruce Arians is like,
Oh yeah,
he,
yeah.
he just
BA,
does not
yeah.
play, dude.
yeah, the
Yeah.
But he also
QB
had
whisperer.
Mike Evans, like,
yeah.
I mean, you know, Bruce Arians is a Hokie, so
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was also
Yeah.
he was also a Steeler, so you know, watch
It
your
was a
step.
Steeler. That was the thing.
Hokie first though.
Yeah.
He's a Hokie first.
You know, speaking of Hokies, you know who's still playing? Terod Taylor.
And
I didn't realize
I
he was still
know.
playing.
Yeah.
They got wrecked.
What do
He got
they?
wrecked.
Hold
That
on.
last play, bro.
What do they call him again? They call him the human highlight, right? Like human highlight reel.
I haven't heard that.
I think that's what it, dude. I think that's what
I
they
mean-
call him. He is
I
still
mean, you
playing
know,
though.
I know it's kind of wild. Well, he got fucked a couple times, dude.
He did.
Like before Josh Allen, when he was playing for the Bills, they were like, you know what, we're gonna get rid of everybody. He was like,
no, he
I'm
was
still
literally
here, dude.
sabotaged. I
Yeah,
felt
he was
so bad for him.
sabotaged,
Like
yeah.
they took him like out.
And
It was
then,
crazy.
where was he for the Chargers? Remember, he was there, and then
Justin-
the
for
dude
Justin
accidentally
Herbert.
punctured his lung
Yeah.
Yeah.
when they were giving him a shot, and and then Justin Herbert come in, your boy,
Yeah.
and
I
rest is
fucking
history.
hate that guy too.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
and I was like, Tyrod, all right, man, he's gonna
Every
the
year, it's
Chargers,
like-
and
and
something
then
happens,
just
and
keeps
it's
happening, bro.
out of his control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
either-
he's the new Bledsoe. He was the dude before Robo.
I guess, man.
Like, oh, speaking of the Chargers too, I logged into Facebook for the first time in forever, and I saw a couple articles going like, "Why do people keep overrating the Chargers?" I'm like, my brother in Christ, it's you guys, it's you guys.
It's-
Every offseason, you guys are like, Herbert and the Chargers. Oh my fucking god, Herbert and the Chargers.
I
Next
mean,
Tom Brady? Next Tom Brady? I swear to God, this time. And it never pans out. And it's the most infuriating thing. It's
The-
just like, stop talking about this guy. The Chargers aren't
you
good.
know,
They're never good. They were
I
good.
think he's gonna have a very like Matt Stafford-esque career.
I
Like,
agree.
I agree.
He's gonna put up like big numbers,
Or
here and there.
maybe a Kirk Cousins.
But then he's gonna go to a new team, win a Super Bowl, and then just like fade off into obscurity.
Yeah,
Like, that's what's gonna
100%. That's what the 49ers should do. Get rid of the Purdy train. It's over.
No.
They're losing right now.
Are you kidding me?
Was
Are
okay.
you-
What quarter, what time, and
it's
what's
got
the
to be
score?
the fourth quarter. It's got to be
Fourth
over.
quarter, less than 5 minutes.
It's got to be over.
22-17.
Okay.
It's over. It's
I don't
over.
know, man. I mean, man, I don't know.
Look,
They
we all like
haven't
a
scored all quarter.
look. I like a good Mr. Irrelevant story too, but it's stick a fork in this guy. If you're losing to Kirk Cousins, because we all saw quarterback on Netflix. If you're losing to Kirk Cousins, this is a problem.
Here's the thing, Brock Purdy. There's 4 minutes left. Brock Purdy's gonna come in, get the ball, do what he does best, throws it for a touchdown.
Here's the real problem.
Dude, you have your
Christian
fantasy,
McCaffrey's only got 45 yards.
Yeah.
and Debo's out, right?
They got that.
Yes.
They got that Ayuk guy.
Purdy's not playing bad. He's 19 for 25, 252 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
It's
not terrible.
Do the pick.
What about Kirk? I just want to hang out with my kids all day, Cousins.
32 for 42, 358 yards.
Who
2
is he throwing
touchdowns,
it
and an
to?
interception.
Justin Jeffries is out. Who is he
Uh,
throwing it to?
Everybody else, dude.
Addison.
He's always been the,
The running
Addison.
back?
At 6 receptions, 110 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
The rookie
Addison.
wide receiver.
Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins,
yeah.
The guy out of USC.
Kirk Cousins always been the spray and pray guy, dude. I don't. That's why everyone thought he was so good on the Redskins, was because he just throw it. They wouldn't run it. He would just always just throw it and be like, you know what, someone's out there
Nobody
somewhere.
thought he was good on the Redskins. What are you
Nobody
talking
did.
The
about?
Vikings gave him the guaranteed contract.
He
That's
was
what
the
started
first.
This,
he was
this
the first
nightmare.
one with the guaranteed contract.
He started
here's
this
the thing.
nightmare.
But here's the thing about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is
He got benched for Colt McCoy.
no passion. You know what I mean? It's just all business with Kirk Cousins.
You like
Yeah,
that?
it is.
It's just all business. You know what I mean?
Bad.
He gets there at 8 a.m., clocks in, and then
Clocks out, baby.
and then 4 p.m. he clocks out, and it's like, what we gonna do for dinner?
I fucking
What we
hate
gonna
Kirk
do this?
Cousins, dude.
What we gonna do that? Other like Patrick Mahomes, nah, man, it's a lifestyle. It's passion. He's all in.
Dude,
That's all he
Mahomes
talks
is-
about.
I mean, and it shows.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It shows.
if I was Patrick though, bro, like that wife, he's trying to
He's
spend. He needs me time.
What is he? I know. What is he gonna do? Hang out
I
with his
mean-
wife? Hang out with his family, aka his brother?
His stupid brother. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he has Taylor
Jackson.
Swift in the mix.
yeah, that they did that on purpose.
Oh, dude, the
Yeah.
NFL has been
I
like
know.
just jacking that off.
Bro,
Oh, they're like, how can we make money off
they're
of this?
loving it, dude.
Did you?
They are
They're like-
loving it.
I guarantee you, one game, Travis Kelsey's gonna come out in a Taylor. It's gonna say Swift on the back of his jersey, dude.
Stop, man.
Travis Swift. Travis Swift.
I mean, it kind of rolls off the tongue when you think about it.
Yeah.
No, it was just
I was
like,
gonna say Kelsey Swift. He's gonna hyphenate his name.
well, I made a video about this like on
The
my
internet
ESN
was
channel.
shut down, though.
And they did that like after all those questionable calls when the Jets were looking like they were going to win, and then like NFL changed it the next day, going like 2-0 with Swifties.
Oh
As
my
the cheer. It was
God.
just like,
What if they're on the Monday night game? What if they
like I get it, but as soon as Taylor Swift inevitably leaves and writes a song about it, like you know you're a tight end, but it ended anyway. I mean, these fans aren't going to stick around for you, NFL.
But here's the thing, though. But while you have
They
them,
already
you have
made
to
their
do.
nut, though.
Yeah,
They made
yeah,
their nut.
exactly. If you
Yeah.
while you have them, you gotta.
It's
But
just it was boring after like 10 minutes.
if they do a Monday night
Swiftie.
game, hold on. If they do a Monday night game and Travis Kelsey wears a Swift jersey,
It's gonna
I'm
happen.
telling you, dude.
It
gonna make
will
him.
go bananas. Number one jersey sale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would be I mean,
So
if
what is
we
it?
thought
Is
of
it, is
this,
it like
other
just a
people might have
Kelsey
thought of
jersey,
it.
but just like let's make it bedazzled?
No, you just
You
put
know what?
Swift.
Here's what they
87.
need to do. Here's
Yeah,
what they need to do. They need to make one of them, just one.
just one.
Travis Swift jersey. Have them both sign it and auction it off for like charity. It would be the biggest charity thing ever.
Yep, $1 million.
Millions of dollars.
Not
yeah.
not $1 million is the low point. That's the asking price, dude.
That's the
Yeah.
starting price. It's a starting bid.
exactly, dude. It's just
Intervals of 500,000.
it's
Oh
straight up
my-
it's straight up embarrassing. Like I've liked Taylor Swift since like her first album back in like before 2010. And next thing you know, like I feel like in the past like 2-3 years, there's like been an obsession with her, and it's just so weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
Like she played at Soldier Field, and I could hear it from where I lived, and those tickets were like $4,000 a pop.
Yeah.
The secondary market's nuts for her.
One of my
That's a monopoly for you.
Yeah, one of my friends, he got tickets like a year in advance.
You have to.
$800 a pop.
I would never do that.
But
I
here's the
wouldn't do it
thing,
either.
though. He got it for $800, and he was trying to resell them. He was like,
I'm sure he
Yeah.
made bank.
He took his wife. He ended up taking his wife.
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah.
why. That's
Oh, that was all talk then.
It was all
He was
talk.
like,
He
I bought these. I'm gonna sell them.
He made
Yeah,
the mistake
whatever,
and
dude.
told
No.
everybody that he bought him. Now,
no. What he said was, wait, I'm sure the intention was he was like, I'm gonna sell it. And his wife was just like, wait, it's Taylor Swift, and he was just like,
no, she was like, "You're not."
No, that's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
Everybody found out he spent all that money on it. He's like, I'm
Yep.
just-
And you know, us guys were like, "Yeah, you're gonna admit, yeah, that's a good come up. That's a nice little flip, man." Because they were going for like $2,000-$3,000
it's
a
insane.
pop.
It's insane.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that's a come up. And he's like, "Yeah, I think I might just sell my ticket, the one next to my wife." Ha,
Dude,
ha,
I don't
ha.
get it. Just
Psych.
own it. Just own it. If I had a Taylor
Just own
Swift
it.
ticket, I would tell them. I was just like, yeah, I'll go. I went to, there's a place near us called the Treehouse. It's a nightclub, and they had a Taylor Swift night. And I was like, I want to go. I don't mind jamming to Taylor Swift. I like her music.
I can't name one song.
That sucks for you, dude.
Yeah.
Some of them are really good.
I believe it. They
Yeah.
are.
Anyway,
They
I
are.
was
I
there.
like her country. I like her country.
I like her country too. That's my favorite.
Mm.
And then I went there, and of course, there's a lot of people there jamming. My girlfriend is there. She knows she's blonde, petite, white, and so everyone thinks she dragged me there, but no, I dragged her.
It's
there.
the other way around.
Oh, it's the other way around.
I dragged her there.
Jordan, I didn't know you were such a big Swiftie.
I've always loved Taylor Swift.
I only know that one song when she goes, "She was 17." That's the only song.
That's a boring
the
song.
Only song. It just never.
You belong to me,
It just never like took me. It never I just never gravitated towards it.
dude. I gravitated because she was just hot. I was like, and you know what?
Yeah,
You know
my
what?
type.
You know what? She only lived 20 minutes away from us.
She did.
I
Yeah.
never
She grew up in Pennsylvania.
Mm.
thought she was like overly attractive.
I never thought. Yeah.
You guys need to get your eyes adjusted.
Mm.
Eyes.
She aight. She aight.
I mean, all that money, she could probably do a little work. She could,
Oh, come on. I wouldn't say that. I
There was
mean,
not-
like,
she was just.
she
She's
could,
always.
she could pump it up a little bit. She could pump it up a little bit.
I cannot. I'm hearing like massive heresy
said
right now. This is just
blasphemy.
horrible heresy.
that's
Dude,
an angel.
No
from
one can name
God.
anyone more attractive than her. No one. You just can't.
She aight.
Who-
Like,
who-
if
this man would probably say like, "Oh, Ice Spice" or something.
here's the
Like,
thing.
No.
Here's the thing. Like, if we were in the mall and she was walking towards me and I was walking towards her and people didn't recognize her and there was
don't
no
like this
security or nothing,
I
like
don't
she had
like
no
this already.
security,
I don't like this already.
I would have just kept walking by.
That's you, man. I would have been like, "Yo,
Yeah.
yo."
She's pretty normal looking.
Yeah,
She's
I
really
mean, like,
tall. She's,
yeah,
like, kinda tall.
yeah.
And what's wrong with that? I mean, like, I don't want someone who's just like, oh, look at me, I'm a supermodel or a TV star kind of. I like a normal looking person. I don't mind it. Why is there silence?
I mean,
don't
like,
this.
Well, you can't go from like, oh, she's like super hot to
Yeah.
oh, she's normal looking.
yeah,
yeah, but to me, that's super hot.
That's not how that works.
yeah.
No.
Because you got to
Just-
have a baseline, and super hot is above that. So you're
Way above that.
Have you seen who she's dated? Obviously, she must be super hot.
It's all publicity now. They probably
Yeah,
they
no, it's-
yeah. You know what I mean? They all they
These are business decisions. This
Exactly.
has nothing to do with
exactly straight
relationship.
business decision.
Business decision, that's song inspiration, I guess.
Dude, it happens all the time in the music industry. When like one person dates another musician, it's all because of money, business.
It's money, and also like they're only around each other, so they have such a slim.
Picking.
pool
I
to
do
pull
want-
from.
I do understand what you mean, but this all this tells me is that dude, I need a songwriter. I need to get into that industry
Oh, you
now.
want to get into that industry?
Dude,
that's
I
why-
wanna
that's why
be a
Britney
song.
Spears married Kevin Federline. You know what I mean?
Kevin
She's like,
Federline
I got
was
these
bad.
5 backup dancers. Like, I gotta pick one.
I gotta pick one.
Like,
And Kevin Federline's like, yes,
Kevin
I'm
Federline was
chosen.
the man, dude.
I'm the me.
he was in like WWE, man. He was there for a little bit.
Uh,
Dude, there was nothing. Oh my god, the cave fed era was so devastating.
But
he said me.
I mean,
Oh
just
my
think about it though,
God.
right?
How lucky,
Like when you're
dude.
famous, you're only
How
around other
lucky.
famous people, so that's the only people they hook up with. They ain't,
No, I understand. That's why I see all these like, like supermodels and stuff, and they're with like the grungiest fucking looking dude possible. And it turns out and it's always like son of record producer. Like, oh, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself, man.
Yeah. It's like, he's got millions of dollars. Cool, I mean,
Cool.
but then you got the weird ones. Like I think we were talking about was I talking about this with you last time about Grimes and Elon Musk, and we were
Oh
like,
my god, yeah, dude.
how does that doesn't even make sense to me.
Both like just stupid fucking people. Like, okay, just today, Elon Musk announced that he will give $1
Oh, I
billion,
saw that.
$1
They
billion.
changed it to Wikipedia.
Oh yeah.
People think this man is funny.
I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, if they changed it,
I do. I think it's so funny.
He said they only had to do it for 1 year, and he's going to give him $1 billion.
A Billy. Yeah, so you can
come up with something
you're-
clever.
No,
If you're all about charity.
if you're all about charity, swear to God.
like,
And you keep going on that Wikipedia site, and they give you like 2 paragraphs to read. Hey, kid, if you donate, he's willing to donate. He's willing to do the donation.
No. My thing is not that. My thing is make it funny, dude. Not just dick. Okay, that's very funny, dude. You're really, really, really punching. You're really making like the 60-year-olds like fucking have a heart attack and laughter. I get it, dude. But like, bro, rich people aren't funny. I'm sorry, they're just not funny.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is kind of funny though.
How is he
He's
funny?
He's pretty funny.
He's like, I'm gonna name this. I'm bringing out this one thing for the Tesla, and it's gonna be, it's going to be, it's gonna be cost 420.
ha ha.
yeah, he's 90s nerd funny.
He's
that's
a
what
nerd funny, dude. He is
and,
kind
and
of
he's
funny.
a billionaire, and he could troll anybody he fucking wants.
And he
So,
can
like,
do
let him
whatever he
do it.
wants. Yeah, let him do it, dude.
Sanction Elon
But
Musk.
do you think Wikipedia would take that money though?
You know that somebody made a call. They were like,
Oh, for sure. They're like, well, listen.
how do we
For sure, dude. For
like
sure.
you know what's gonna happen is he's gonna give him $1 billion, and there's just gonna be a watermark of a dick in the back for the next year.
You ever seen that movie, Idiot?
We're bringing this back up again.
Because that's what it's turning into. These billionaires trolling.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have Elon Musk going like, haha. It's gonna be like idiocracy. Haha.
Well, that was
Huh.
the thing. That was the thing why he made pointed rocket ships for SpaceX.
Yeah, because it was funny. it's gonna be a Falcon 69. I hate that guy.
I like Elon.
I hate that guy.
I love Elon.
Yeah.
Cringes. He makes me cringe so fucking hard.
What
want
does that
it-
do with anything?
I
Who
know,
cares?
like
I don't care if I don't like you on a personal level. I don't.
my
like
thing.
you.
My thing is how
You don't
can-
know him on
I
a
know,
personal
how do
level.
How
I
can
will
you hate
one
him
day
if
when
you
I'm
don't know
rich.
him?
I will one day when I overtake him as the richest man in the world.
Oh, I like that diabolical plan, though.
I will. I will make it happen for the sole crusade.
Just
For the sole crusade of making Elon my second.
Oh,
I would be like, Elon, I have just apartheided you into my second.
What about Mark Zuckerberg?
What about him?
He's the one competing with Eli at the moment, right?
He's too busy smoking meats.
He's not
Yeah.
competing with the.
I'll tell you what. I think Mark Zuckerberg is like living his best life right now. He does whatever he wants, dude.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
He's smoking meats.
I-
He's buying out Hawaiian Islands.
Well, he's different.
Yeah.
He's
Doing
different.
jujitsu.
Yeah, he's
Like-
doing different. I feel like he could have married a different girl though.
he married for affection, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
fine.
That's fine. He's our age though, right? Isn't he like 33?
He's
He's a
around
little bit
our
older.
age.
No, he's older. He's like pushing 40.
Is he really? Oh, okay. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you guys think he was already dropped out when Facebook was kind of taking off, and I joined Facebook in 2006. It was
you?
already
Yeah.
a thing.
Damn.
Yeah, I joined when you had to have a .edu account because I had just gotten into college and gotten an email address. That was like the first thing I did. And then the next year they opened it up to everybody 13 and over.
Damn,
was
that
like-
was when MySpace was still happening.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I would say Elon's biggest competitor still is probably Jeff Bezos, really.
Bezos. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say it's Bezos.
Mm.
I mean, Jack took
And I got-
himself out. Mark
about living your
Zuckerberg is
best
living his
life.
best life. Say that again.
So I talk about living your best life. Bezos is living his best life.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know. Taking down historical monuments in fucking Belgium for his super yacht, dude. Wild. And then going to
Why not?
space with Bill Shatner, going like, and with his dick-shaped shuttle.
He went. He
And
hold
talk about
on.
dick shape, dude. That thing is fucked up looking.
Hold-
It's like something out of an Austin Powers movie.
He
For real, though, for
he-
real.
he went in the space with William Shatner.
Yes, and Bill was just like, it was.
Space.
Yeah.
Space is a strong word.
Okay, they were like in the upper stratosphere.
In the upper stratosphere.
They,
You
they
can see
crossed
that it
the,
was curved. You can see that the
Car-
Earth was curved.
What's
Yeah.
it called? The Karmasov line.
Yeah,
Or the
you can
Karm-
see like the blue hue before
Oh,
space
okay.
and then the atmosphere. And then
There's
Bill
like
Shatner.
this. Yeah, this imaginary line that when you cross it, you're in space, and
Yeah.
they went above it and they came back down.
Yeah. And Shatner was just like, it was the most mesmerizing thing I've ever seen before.
I would never spend money on doing anything like that.
I mean, if you have the money, I mean, Bill Shatner, I don't think he spent
That's
a dollar.
like-
he was invited.
Yeah,
because
but
he was,
yeah.
Captain Kirk.
But still, though, that's like spending money to go in a tin can to go look at the Titanic. You just don't know what's going to happen. You just,
Yeah,
you
I'd
kn-
rather. But you know what though? I'd rather blow up on my way to space than get crushed.
I don't know. It's the same.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know,
which,
dude.
which one is more instantaneous? I feel like the Titanic
I
was.
don't know. I don't know,
No,
dude.
those guys knew they were dying. They were saying.
No,
They
said,
did. They did. They heard the
No, they
buckling.
could hear it cracking, and then
Yeah.
it popped.
Yeah.
They knew it was going to collapse.
Yeah. They didn't
just didn't know
feel
when.
it, but they knew it
Yeah.
was going
and
to
they
happen.
just kept going.
No.
Yeah.
They couldn't ascend really.
Yeah, so like there was something wrong with one of the ballasts, and they couldn't release enough of the water so they could rise quick enough, and it just
Yeah.
collapsed.
Basically, what you happens when you get
And it
these
imploded.
third-party controllers off Amazon.
Yeah, this is why you don't control your submarines with Logitech controllers.
Bro, Logitech's
But
a
still-
shitty
but-
fucking shit.
But hold on,
computer.
still though, even if we was to go into outer space though,
Logitech was just
there's
the
just no way.
budget dude
You're
choice.
screwed too. You're screwed too if you go into outer space.
I don't know,
I'd
man.
rather blow up in a rocket than get crushed in a. tin can.
To be honest, I'd rather go where no man has gone before.
Yeah, I'm staying on the
And
ground.
Deep sea. But honest, I mean, I am a Titanic file, so I mean, like
No, if I'm dying, I want people to have spent $1 billion developing that rocket, and I die on that rocket.
Nah, dude, there's just
I don't-
no way.
To be honest, I'd rather just not die like that at all. But like, that's a tough
Oh
choice.
yeah, but if I had to pick one,
I mean, like,
I'm
I
dying
love
to
space. I want to go in space. Before I die, I want space to be like a thing. You just go there. I want that to be a thing. But like at the same time, I also really love Titanic. I have the Lego Titanic.
Yeah.
My heart goes on. So I want to. I don't know what's even worse.
Well, I mean, like now, here's the thing. Honestly, you could make because that was a piece of crap thing that they were taking these people to the Titanic. They found the Titanic. If you could get like $1 million investment in a real submarine boat, that you know what I mean. That's a pretty cool.
well, like submersibles are like a real thing. Like people have them.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
James
Like,
Cameron.
Cameron's been there like dozens of times.
Yeah. He
Wow.
was literally having dinner on the deck of the Titanic when 9/11 happened.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. But I
Yeah,
like
it's just that this guy decided, hey, let's make this thing as cheap as possible.
Regulations
like
be
literally, they had
damned.
wires like sticking out. Like
how and didn't the
Nothing-
ticket cost like $250,000?
Yeah, it was like $250,000.
yeah,
So how do you just not reinvest into it? He probably
Because,
he was
dude,
probably
there's
in
something called
debt.
profits and what you can do with profits. I mean,
Yeah, he's like, you know what? What's not fixed, what's not broken.
Exactly.
You know?
I think like a real one of those things is so much money in the upkeep. Like 250,000 is probably a steal for some of those people.
yeah.
probably.
That's
but
why
he-
they were going. They were like 250 grand. That's it.
But what was the hole made? It was like steel fiber, or
Carbon
something?
fiber. It was
Carbon
like carbon
fiber.
fiber. It was like a mix of like carbon fiber, which I don't know why you would use carbon fiber under that kind of pressure. You're supposed to use aluminum
Yeah,
and like steel. Like it's
like hard
yeah,
steel,
you're-
no fiber because there's holes in them. But like
Yeah.
the one, as much as that sucks, Ocean Gate did take like 4D scans and pictures of Titanic, I will appreciate. It sucks that they, sucked at the end, but they did give us our best pictures of Titanic. And
Yeah.
I love Titanic, so I appreciate it.
What about the space though? I mean, space is completely different. We don't understand space at all.
I want to colonize space.
Can't.
If I can do one thing in my life, it
You
would be to
can't hate on
colonize space.
Elon and then you want to.
This guy, I know.
I can certainly hate on Elon Musk for trying to colonize space
Jordan's-
because it should be me. Fuck him.
Jordan is such a hypocrite.
Fuck him. It
Remember,
should be me.
remember the last episode? He was like, you know me, I really love alternate history.
Yeah.
I do.
Forgot about that.
I remember Chris goes, wait, no, you don't. Not even close.
I like listening to it. It doesn't mean I believe in it. I even made a video.
Oh, that reminds me. When I was sick last week, I started watching on HBO Forbidden History.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Oh my
Forbidden
god.
history. What is that about?
Have you seen that show?
I
It's
have
not a
not.
very well done show.
It's not.
It's really poorly done.
Oh,
And the people
man.
they interview suck. But
Oh.
I was like, I was like going down a rabbit hole on like the bloodline theory for Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because he's
that's
supposed
the-
to have kids with Mary Magdalene.
Yeah. And they hid the
Yeah.
kids, right? Didn't they hid the kid or whatever?
No, the thing is, the story
don't
of
know.
Jesus of Nazareth is just embellished. But he was a regular dude at some point.
well, I mean, they make a good point, right? If he was a rabbi, he would have been married.
It's true.
But he wasn't. Didn't.
Yeah, because he spoke in the temple, and to be in the temple, you had to be a rabbi, and you had to be married to speak in the temple.
Have you ever heard the alternate theory where Jesus went from like the age of like 14 to like 30?
Yeah, that's the Gospel of Thomas in between.
Yeah, this is like the Gnostic Gospels and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it hasn't
We've
been
talked about this
explained.
before.
It's just
Okay.
it's been discarded.
Oh, it's been discarded.
Yeah.
That he like.
It was like, yeah, when they were putting the Bible together, they're like,
that
so
might
like they
be
got
too
rid of
much.
they
They
got
got-
rid of books that made him seem too supernatural.
Yeah. There's a lot of
They wanted like a
holes.
balance. Yeah.
Exactly. There's a lot of holes in the Bible that had books to explain holes, like why the great flood happened or something like that, or
What
in between
other-
Jesus' lives, but it was just disregarded at a later date.
What other things did they have in Forbidden History?
Oh man, it was like all kinds of they had like the Illuminati,
Of course.
yeah, the Ark of the Covenant. They had a couple. I didn't watch. I fell asleep during a couple of them because they were really boring.
I don't blame you. I
So
don't blame you.
basic.
But like, yeah, but it was like a lot of the ones. Some of these people are like that they interview. Oh, they had one on alchemy, and they talked to
Oh.
this alchemist.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
This dude was the biggest goober. I was like, how did this even make the show? It was so poorly
But
done.
hold on, do you know
Look,
what the
Newton
real?
had a point.
Hold on, do you know what the real alchemy is though?
Yeah, it's to turn anything into gold, threads into
base
gold.
metals into gold.
Right,
Base metals into
but it's really a spiritual alchemy.
And you're talking about the Philosopher's Stone or something?
Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like the thing with Buddha, like enlightenment, right? Because most people identify themselves as the mind, as the ego, and what ends up happening is that like once you realize like time is an illusion and you're always in the present moment, you start identifying as the ego. You stop identifying as the mind. You start identifying as the moment.
I'm just gonna say this, but like a lot of the people that were like really into alchemy, like Newton and stuff, were very mathematically and scientifically minded. Like this was just
I like, I don't-
metallurgy to
that's
them.
That was not
No.
alchemy at all.
Hold on though, because what they did was they hid it, and it's like your body is chemistry, right? So like what people always,
That's not how they thought though back then.
yeah,
To them, this was
it's-
like
this was like-
science.
yeah, this was like hidden stuff. It was like hidden science. I'm telling you, if you guys actually look into it, this is what it's about. That's why they did like these
mean-
fastings and breathing, because your organ or your hormones secreted certain chemicals.
They didn't know about that stuff back then.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. I mean, like even Jesus knew about stuff like that.
I mean, again, Jesus is probably embellished.
But I mean, like you could talk like look at the
I
Pythagoras.
mean, I'm saying that's not how like Newton or John Dee or those other alchemists thought.
John D. That was
To
the one I was
them,
missing.
it was very much like, this is the science. I'm going to turn this into this
Yeah,
because it has to be like that.
it was
because
very-
in their minds they were like, we are just rearranging the molecules
Yeah.
or these small parts to make this.
Right. They were like big proponents of like the five elements,
Yeah.
fire, water, wind, earth, and ether. I
Yeah,
think ether was around Newton's time.
the
Yeah.
ether is supposed to be the soul.
Well, no, ether is the void, the darkness, space.
But here's the thing though, they hid a lot about what they were saying because of one, they couldn't say what they wanted to say because of the Catholic Church.
Well, I mean, this was like around the 1700s. It wasn't as oppressive around the time. There was the Enlightenment era. This was around that time.
Still though, you could still get killed for saying certain things.
I mean, half our founding fathers were deists, which would be heretical.
Well, I know that's why everybody in the founding fathers, our founding fathers knew if they signed the Declaration of Independence, they just signed their death warrant.
Well, that's just treason. That
was
wasn't like
treason.
heretical.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying too. Is like they knew like what they were getting into.
that was just treason.
What does that have
against
to do with? Wait, how did we get to this? I don't understand.
Because hold on, so alchemy is really the chemistry in your body, and everybody thinks it's the chemistry of like the outside molecule to this and that, which they really try to do.
I don't understand. Where is this coming from?
It's like
I think you're just saying somebody's interpretation of what they think alchemy is on a more metaphysical level.
no,
This is Full Metal Alchemist.
no, because it's
Pretty
not.
good show.
Yeah.
I mean, hold on, it does affect like
The philosopher's stone is literally just whatever has been turned into gold. That's the philosopher's stone.
they said if you have the philosopher's stone, you can turn anything you want into gold, your health, and you will live forever. So you
Well, that came later. That was like a belief. If you could turn something into gold, like the first thing would be the philosopher's stone, and because you had that, you could recreate it.
Actually, I
And
saw
they
Harry Potter.
believe-
It grants any wish,
the sorcerer's stone.
But yeah,
but it
well,
was
it's actually the
Philosopher's Stone in the UK.
But here's the thing, like, so, like, you could anybody. How do you say it? It's like you how you it's like you cement a legacy, right? Because like technically you die twice, right? You die physically, and then you die from the last time somebody ever says your name.
Says your name.
Yeah,
Right?
this is a very like South American belief too.
Yeah, well, that's part of your legacy, right? So I mean, like that's how you stay immortal. And now it's a little bit more.
I watched Coco.
It's a little bit more now because the internet makes is there forever, so it's easier to start a legacy and live more and longer.
That's gonna be wild to really think about. Like,
Yeah.
when we're like pushing like what 80, 90, like there's gonna be all this like just paper trail.
Yeah.
These YouTube videos, if YouTube is still even a thing by then.
Yeah. Like people are gonna be like, yo, look at my great grandfather.
I know, and he's just like 2008. It's like emo. It's just like
I mean, just think about how photographs change the world.
yeah,
Sure.
how AI is gonna change the world.
that one.
Yeah.
That one is like
But
That one's a little scary.
But
that
I
one's a
don't
little scary. I say that in an economical.
I
standpoint.
think there's like a spiritual alchemy and then a regular alchemy.
Yeah, I think that probably came afterwards of people interpreting what they thought alchemy was.
The spiritual alchemy?
Yeah.
Nah, I think no, because if you look at the ancient religions, that's what it's all based about. And then
Yeah, I think
and then they started really getting into alchemy when the church took over.
well, yeah, but it was more about economics at that point. Everybody wanted gold.
Especially the church. They had a pretty big monopoly on gold. They loved gold over in the Vatican,
Yeah.
especially after the Borgia.
Well, I mean, like also too,
Yeah.
it's like if you if you like invest in yourself, like if you like really focus and build who you are, I mean, wealth does come to you.
I that's like more like more like a mindset, really.
But I mean, like
like that could be like your course, the Philosopher's Stone.
but that's
translate.
but I mean, like
yourself into gold.
that's what's real
Transcending
though.
wealth with spirituality.
But that's really but that's real though. Like that's what I'm saying.
I'm
like-
not saying it's not, but I'm just saying like it's a good one.
Well, you could say it depends on how you define wealth.
Well, I mean, having an abundance mindset. Like I mean, when you say like wealth, yeah, you're right. but most people that are looking for wealth are looking for abundance.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, like,
Yeah.
look at all the billionaires. They can't get enough abundance.
Yeah, but I was just saying, you got those like hippies who are like, I might not be rich with money, but I'm rich in here. And
Yeah,
it's like,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's what you don't want.
Yeah,
you
what
could,
I-
you could use some money though.
Yeah.
And what happened to a lot of those 60s like hippies? Oh, they inherited all this wealth. Next thing you know, they're just like, man, Jim Jordan has a
hipsters.
point.
The
God,
hipsters.
that guy. Oh my god.
But that's what I'm saying. They voted like Tea Party and shit. Like, fuck them.
And now like the country's at a standstill.
Yeah. Do we have a speaker yet?
No,
No,
I don't think
didn't
so.
think so. I didn't think so either. Well, dude, I hope we get those. I hope we get that wealth soon because we're gonna need it.
The what?
I hope we get that wealth soon because with the advent of AI and the government just being stupid, we're gonna need that wealth because there ain't nothing for us little guys out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, people used to travel all around the world for that type of knowledge.
Dude, I mean, you see people. I mean, I feel like a lot of it is. I wouldn't say a lot of it, but it partially is just American. We only the standard. If you can even get like vacation pay, it's like 1 week, 2 weeks. Like everyone else has like holiday. They go on holiday and they usually travel the world and stuff. Like say if you're like French, British, whatever, even
Yeah,
Canadian.
it's like a month.
What about like
it's like a
Steve
month.
Jobs when he traveled to India?
Yeah, but who can afford to do that?
Yeah, but he was a billionaire.
Yeah,
When he was a kid, when he was in college?
did he do that in college?
Yeah, when he was
He
in
did it
college.
college?
Yeah, when he was in college, he went to India to find a
Didn't he-
monk.
I thought he dropped out.
No,
He-
this is
No, he was a dropped out, and he did the Apple in the garage thing, just like
That's
Bill
why
Gates and
he did all
Zuckerberg.
he did all that before he made Apple. All of it. Swear to God.
Really?
Yeah,
Was this before and after
100%.
he worked for Atari, and they were just like, man, this dude smells like shit all the time?
Maybe that's why. I mean, that's kind of why he had those weird beliefs. That's why he would like, like
Well, that's why he died. His pancreas failed because of his stupid diet.
it's
Very
crazy.
true. Very true. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind to take the George Harrison treatment. I mean, like, do some Hare Krishna. Why not?
Some Hare Krishna gets stabbed in your mansion. Yeah,
my
that sounds
God.
great, dude.
I thought he died of cancer. Oh yeah, he did get stabbed, didn't he? They
But
didn't
yeah.
kill him. It's fine.
Hold
No,
on.
yeah, he lived. Yeah, then he died of cancer.
It's
But hold on
fine,
though,
dude.
people
That's the
used
best
to,
Beatle.
people used to like travel
It
to
is.
like India and all that stuff. Like, yeah, even the Beatles did all that.
Yeah, dude, I watched Walk
Yeah, you're
Hard.
saying all these. You're saying all these people, but like it was just a bunch of high profile people that were kind of caught up in like the yogi, like Hare Krishna kind of.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, our parents
wave.
got
It
caught
was more
into
of a-
it for
it was-
like a year.
It's. I
It was
mean,
more of a wave and a fad.
I mean, there's a lot of people, but I mean, like, yeah, there are some high profile people, but I mean, like, a lot of people. I mean, it's not even just like people do what's it called, pilgrimages all the time.
No,
to
I
see-
totally get it. Like,
Yeah.
I recommend everyone to,
learn,
be
to-
more
yeah.
worldly. Go and experience other
it's
cultures and
yeah.
stuff like that.
It's different now because it's the internet, so you don't have to go as much.
You don't, and God, until
I
you see
also
the
think,
worst of
like-
other cultures.
We're also kind of isolated over here.
Y-
In
Yeah, in
America,
America,
like
yeah, in
back then,
America,
you could just
yeah.
walk. You could walk across multiple continents. Can't really do that over here.
Yeah.
You can't like you didn't need to have a passport to go to, like, let's say Canada or Mexico.
I think hold on though. I like Steve Jobs, like he went to India when he was like
Yeah.
18,
That was
19.
a big thing in the 60s because
Yeah, I
of
know.
the Beatles.
Yeah, I know. And then I think he said he found a monk in a cave and taught
Sounds
him
like
everything.
bullshit.
Yeah, this sounds like bullshit, dude.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he found a monk and he was
I
just
don't
like,
know, man.
let me take you to Nirvana. And Steve Jobs was
Next
just like,
thing
yes,
you
teach me how
know-
to make Mac OS.
Next
I
thing-
think it sounds like he took some LSD,
he
called a
probably
helpline,
did.
and he was like, "Who is this guy?" And he's like, "Did you try to unplug it and plug it back in?"
Mm.
And he's like, "Whoa."
Not even that. The dude's just like, call your mom and say you love her. And he's just
Yeah.
like, oh my fucking God. He's like, you're right, dude. You're like my guru. Like, I remember one time I took shrooms and there was like some dude I bought weed off of a few times, and he was asleep on a pool table. And he had like a backpack on, and I walked up to him like tripping my balls off, and I'm just like, dude, you're like Gandalf, you're just like a traveling wizard.
Just the traveling wizard with mushrooms and weed.
I was like, bro.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like Americans never traditionally traveled the world.
No, we don't, because we're the center of the world.
Well,
Everyone wants to
rightfully
travel to
so.
us.
That's true.
Like think about it. Most of the founding fathers never left the United States.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't Ben Franklin?
outside of just Ben. Well, they went on a diplomatic mission
Yeah.
to France.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ben
There's
only a
Franklin and
handful
John
of 'em.
Adams.
Mm.
John Adams, Thomas Jefferson was supposed to go, but he turned it down. The
John-
closest Washington ever got, he went to like Barbados or something when he was really young.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
Like one
I
of the
never.
islands.
Yeah, John Adams was our ambassador to the UK.
I mean, most people
Franklin
never
was
leave
our
the
to
states.
France.
Most people never leave the states.
But I'm saying it was just a handful of people, but
Yeah.
the majority of them never left the country.
Yeah, but they were all Masons. Most of them were Masons, though.
It doesn't matter.
So
It-
they still had the same knowledge, basically.
Well, you have to understand too that America, the colonists in America, we were like homesteaders, farmers. We didn't really leave,
Yeah, but
we
most.
lived and died on the land. We were poor.
But Ben Franklin and all of them, right? They were all Freemasons, right? They all had the same type of like culture, the same type of knowledge, like the same mindset.
Yeah, but that's
So I mean, like, but you don't really have to go on a pilgrimage to find stuff out if you have that already.
I mean, if you don't leave your patch of land, let's say like the eastern seaboard, you're not really experiencing the world, even if someone tells you. That's just like saying, "Oh, I heard on social media that hey, Israel's kind of like, oh, going to the Holy Land is something different."
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't really say yeah, exactly. Like that's why all the Muslims go to Mecca.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the pilgrimage.
They all
Yeah,
live
for
the
the
same
experience.
culture and have the same knowledge, but they still go.
They still go.
They
Yeah.
saw the thing like on whatever it's called on social media, but it doesn't mean it's the same as actually going there.
Like
Right.
the temple.
I forget what it's called. It's like I forget the
Uh,
Kama or something. Kaaba.
I can't remember.
Kaaba.
Yeah, it's the black building. It's the black building.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
Mm.
It's not the same. Like even if like the Freemason is everything everybody wants
I
to
mean,
be.
I've been to the Vatican. The Vatican was pretty dope. It was pretty cool.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
like
I
seeing the
heard it
basilica
is.
and
I
everything.
wanna see- I wanna
I would
go.
love to see that. I almost spent Christmas there one time, but I didn't go.
Do you have a
It's
passport?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like we did Christmas at the Vatican.
Oh wow.
We went Christmas Day to watch the Pope speak.
Dude, and you're moving to Germany? Why are you
Yeah.
trying to live my life, dude? Like what the hell?
Bro, nobody who's stopping you?
Yeah.
Me, I guess.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
I like Legos.
Yeah, well, they make them in Europe. It's from
I know it's like
Sweden or
Sweden or
whatever.
something. Yeah, it's like fucking
Yeah.
home of IKEA. All right. That's all the time we have left. I don't
Hey.
want to be in this spiral.
All right,
This is Jay
I
signing
know.
off.
This is us.
this is Chris.
Thanks for watching, guys.